Hey, it's Emilio DiSpirito, and I'm excited today to bring you Cara Champigny. She is one of our key advisors at Engel & Volkers with the DiSpirito team. And we're gonna go ahead and learn more about Cara, where she came from, and what she's all about. I think you're gonna love this interview. Stay tuned. Hey, we're here today with Cara Champigny of Engel & Volkers and with the DiSpirito team at Engel & Volkers. And Cara is one of our advisors. She's been doing this now for a couple years. She is seasoned. She has mentors working with her, and she is absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy to have you here, Cara.
Yes, thank you. I know, it's crazy that it's been like 2 years now on the DiSpirito team.
Time flies.
Yeah, and I know with COVID and everything, I feel like we lost like a year of our life. So it's like, insane that time has flew by. But
so what impressed me most, and I'm gonna jump into the I don't want to talk about COVID too much, but what impressed me most about you last year though is, and through this year, is you've got kids at home.
Yes.
You had to homeschool those kids.
Yes.
And you're also selling a lot of real estate.
Yep.
And your other half, runs a business too.
Exactly.
Joel runs a business as well.
Right.
And all the other family obligations.
Very busy.
How did you do it? How'd you juggle all that?
I really don't know. It was tough. It really was. And I had to just kind of figure out, the best way to organize myself. Mm-hmm. Okay, set up this child over here, set up this kid over here, and get myself set up so I can get some work done. It was tough, and thank God for my son. He's old enough where he can stay and help out, and he was very helpful. Stay with the other kids and help them with their schoolwork because it was insane. I mean, I don't know if I was coming or going. Sometimes sleep was like, it just didn't happen. So, but we all got through it. We were all in the same boat. So you just work through it.
Toughest job in the world being a parent.
Yes.
And if you can do that, you can do real estate, you can do anything.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. How many kids do you have?
So I have 2 of my own, and then Joel has 2. So we're a blended family.
Big family.
Of 4. Yes.
Big
2 dogs, chickens.
Chickens.
Yeah, we're busy.
Plumbing, real estate.
Right.
Do the kids do extracurriculars?
They were doing football and baseball and cheer and soccer. So cheer, my daughter kind of got out of that. She wants to get into dance now, so we're just trying to figure out where to go. But the kids are still doing sports. My son was doing chorus. So now he's got his permit.
Well, good. Soon he can drive himself everywhere.
He's got a job.
It'd be a whole new worry, though.
Yes, I know. I don't know if I can do it.
He's so young to have a kid with a permit. Wow.
I know.
That's
and
great.
I took him out a few times, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Driving school it is.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before real estate?
So it's funny, I really don't have anything that ties me to real estate. I was driving a school bus, and
I don't picture you driving a school bus.
I know.
Yelling at kids, shut up.
No, it's crazy. Everyone's like, you drove a school bus.
You're the nicest girl in the world.
But I swear, the kids love me and I love them.
I'm sure.
And it was like a mutual respect. And people were like, you drove a school bus. How the heck did you do that? And it was like, I don't know. It was great. I could take my daughter to work with me and my son. Well, it was kind of tough because I was driving for a different district.
Yeah.
But people were like, how do you drive that thing? And when I got into that, I had a friend that told me, I was a single mom, and she told me about becoming a school bus driver. And I was like, I can't drive that thing. I was like,
huge.
I know. I was like, I see some of these streets, and I was like, I can't do that. She's like, no, you can do it. You can do it. They train you, and you're up there. It's high. You can see everything. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll try. And I swear I could drive that bus better than my own vehicle.
I believe it.
I can't parallel park my Ford Explorer, but I could parallel park a bus,
A 40-foot bus. How long are those things?
Yeah, so Oh God, now I can't remember like much about a bus anymore.
40,
we had to know all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And mine was like an 80 passenger bus.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's
huge. A lot of lives you're responsible for.
Yes, yeah. Wow. So sometimes they were 3 to a seat, but it was chaotic. But like I said, you know, I had a mutual respect with the kids. They came on and I remember my last day, I mean, I was crying and the kids were crying. I mean, but I mean, I got to know all like the streets in certain districts in Rhode Island. And so I do know some of the, you know, great neighborhoods and family-friendly neighborhoods. So I guess that, I don't know, I guess I can kind of give you a level up for real estate, you know?
Yeah, but not only that, if you can deal with 80 screaming kids and keep your cool,
I know, right?
You can deal with the 52 people involved in a transaction of real estate.
Yes, yeah.
Right? And maybe that's how you keep your cool. So, like, you know, I just, so many people in our shop are so, like, chill.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Just so chill. And it's like,
so laid back, so mellow.
I'm taking notes over here because I'm like kind of like high strung sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no, and then, you know, it's just with Joel, my fiance, being in plumbing, and I helped
Clearwater Plumbing.
Yes, Clearwater Plumbing. Plug that in.
Yep.
So with him starting his business right around the time that we bought a house, like we were buying a house, he was starting his business. I was helping him with that, with the books and the financing, because, you know, that's not really his thing. So I was, you know, I had my feet wet in that. And after we bought our house, I had a lot of people that were asking me, how did you do that? What did you do? What steps did you take? And then having the conversation with him, and he doesn't want to do this forever, you know?
Yeah, really? He's very good at it.
No, I mean, of course,
he did the
right
plumbing
now,
in my house, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Water filtration.
He loves water filtration.
All of that crazy.
Oh my God. He wish he could do that like all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, he's going to be 35 and he figures he's like in his 50s. He doesn't want to do this forever. So we talked about buying properties and flipping them and things like that. And I was like, you know, I have everyone coming at me. How did I buy a house? And I'm like, why don't I just get into real estate? I mean, this sounds like it would, you know, be a good thing for me. And of course, I got my license, and then I was like, okay, now what?
Yeah, that's what everybody does. Now what?
Yeah, exactly. Like you get your license, you learn the rules, the laws, things like that, but you don't learn like how to gain trust from clientele. You don't learn how to like sell. Yep. You know, things about a home. You know, you go into a home and, you know, why is the pipe like that? And why is this beam like that? And that, you know, you don't really know. You don't learn that stuff in real estate. You have to like get in there and understand, you know, follow a home inspector and understand what is going on with the home. Yeah. I do have a little bit of knowledge with plumbing because I hear it all day. But that's about it. I don't know anything about a roof or, well, now I kind
of
do.
Do.
Now I do.
Don't cut yourself so short.
But in the beginning, I was like, I don't know what kind of shingles those are. But you learn as you go. So like I said, you get your license, fantastic, but you don't learn anything really.
I remember getting a call from Joel. He's like, hey, dude. I know you guys, you know, the DiSpirito team seems to be doing well. Like, you looking for anybody? I was like, yeah, why not, right? And then we met, we interviewed you, and I was like, all right, cool. I think Cara's going to be a great fit. 2 years later.
Here it is,
Yeah, here you are.
I know, and it's crazy because I had other interviews lined up. Some were like out in Massachusetts, and you were the first one I met with, and I was like, yeah, this is it. And you were like, oh no, interview with the others. I'm like, nope, I don't need to.
Did that line work? That line worked.
Yeah. When you know, you know. And it's crazy because, and I had someone tell me that in the beginning, you need to join a team. Though, if you're not, you're going to fall flat on your face.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So I'm really, really thankful for that, you know, and it's been, like I said, it's been up and down the last year with just everything going on in the world. You've been so busy. But now it's insane. It's just so busy. Yeah, I'm even getting referrals now. I got past clients reaching out, hey, can you help my friend? This is like wonderful. This is what I wanted. You know what I mean? So I'm
you got a ton of 5-star reviews. Like, it's crazy.
It's nice.
Like there's nothing more rewarding than like seeing people's careers like blow up.
Yeah.
I love that. Right?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and I'm kind of like that. I don't know if it's like the Virgo in me, but I'm kind of like that people pleaser, you know? So I want to make sure I'm doing a good job. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. I want to make sure, and if I don't know, I'm going to go find out for you, you know? Because I'm learning stuff every day. I'm sure you are too.
Every
you know?
day.
Something new every day. So,
never ends.
But yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite part about real estate?
I would say just seeing the different homes. You know, you walk into a home and you're like, wow, they are so organized. I need to go home and organize my cabinets.
Right?
Or
You live like this?
I know. Or you go in, you're like, oh wow, I guess my house isn't that. Yeah. But there's some houses you're like, okay, I guess I'm not that much of a mess.
Oh.
But or just seeing the way they decorate, and I just love seeing like, you know, different things in a home, and of course meeting different people and you know, gaining that relationship with someone, friendships. I've had a lot of friendships out of this, and so I guess it's not really just that one thing about real estate. It's just a whole. It really is.
It's really an overall great package.
Yeah.
You know? And as far as like, it can be a ball and chain. Like you could be like, you know, you could be out on vacation and your phone is blown up and things are falling apart. And I think we do a really good job as a team, like having each other's backs for those times. But there's some times where we really personally need to be involved in some things. Did you find that a bit stressful at first with real estate? Yeah,
my phone is always going off when you're like, I really can't take this call right now. But even just like this past weekend, I took a couple of days, went to Lake George, and
it's needed.
Yeah, just a couple of days with the kids, did Six Flags, and you know, went on the lake and stuff like that. And Joe had my back, you know, I
didn't even know you were gone.
Yeah, I know, right? And I always tell my clients.
You probably told me too.
No, I was like, it's going to be a little quick thing. And I told my clients, I was like, I'll have my laptop, I'll have my phone, I'll still be accessible. It wasn't that big of a deal. You know, I could always take like an hour to get some work done. But Joe was like, no, I'll do it for you. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, he's in Newport today with his wife. So are you covering for him today?
No, I'm not.
So you didn't even know, right?
I did during his honeymoon. So I guess it was kind of like, I'll just do this favor for you. So it's just really nice to have that. Yeah. And we'd all do it for each other, 100%. You know? Yeah. Showings or putting together an offer or whatever it is. It's just nice to have that support so that you can just take a breather for a second. Yeah. And
the consistency there is amazing too.
Yeah.
Wow. So I want to know in Cara's like words, right? Like what was the biggest shocker like when you got into real estate? Was there anything that like kind of threw you off guard or was like, wow? It's a great question.
It really, really is.
we can circle back around if you like, but like anything that took you, anything that kind of like hit you and was like, oh my God, like with me, I mean, I knew there'd be a lot of cold calling stuff.
Yes.
I didn't know how, and I hate to say it, how standoffish people were now with like knocking on doors and stuff like that. Like, we're like, hey, don't get the door, someone's there. Like I was like, wow, I saw things from like a different eye, like a different world.
Yeah.
Was there anything like that with you? And maybe not. I
don't know if I've experienced a big shocker yet. I will say that you know, some people aren't so honest sometimes. So I guess that's kind of a shocker for me. I feel like there's no reason to be dishonest about certain things. I'm here to like help you and work with you. So I guess that's not really like a shocker. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this.
Maybe next year there'll be a big shocker.
Oh, there will. No, now you'll be like, oh my God, Emilio, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Well, so how about this, Cara? Have you ever like had a major stumbling block? Like has there been something that maybe happened that you had a big learning, like a big like aha from?
Yeah, I would say probably the transaction that we worked on together.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, right. I don't want to name any names,
but if you start talking about
Coventry, and you know, that one was tough. It felt like no matter how much I tried to communicate or how much I did there was always something that they found wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
Right. And like I had said, the people pleaser in me, it really like, it hurts my like heart almost.
Likewise.
You know what I mean?
So
and it's like, and I'd go home and Joel's like, don't take it personally. It is what it is. You can't please everyone.
I take it personal too sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, so this certain transaction, you got them 80,000 over asking, or 80,000 more than what another realtor said that they were going to get.
Yep.
Like 40,000 over asking.
They only saw the negative. They didn't see the positive throughout the transaction.
And that's the tough part is because you are super empathetic, and that's like the best quality that we love in you, right? And you're super empathetic, and then all of a sudden, oh, you know what? She was a minute late. And it's like, oh my God, well, like things could happen. Like we're running around like we've never ran around before, and we're always on time. But there's once in a while, as humans, we get caught off guard, right? So we're a minute behind. But look, we got you 80,000 more than you thought you were going to get.
Yeah.
But that minute, it's like,
something says it, or how the transaction, we were supposed to close early, and then we had to back up a little bit.
Due to the bank.
It had nothing to do with
Buyer
that.
switched banks without telling us.
They swore it was us. That we were making them. It's not us, it's the bank. And I've been on the phone with the bank all day and at night and emails and trying to get everything moving forward. And it's real estate. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
And again, when someone isn't honest about something, because in that situation,
it was the buyers.
The financing, they switched their financing.
Yes.
So it messed up everything.
Which we felt extremely bad for the sellers. Like, no matter what. So like with this, they're good people, great people. Right? And like, it is so emotional. You're moving across the country, you're doing this or you're doing that. And to be in a situation, it's like, as realtors, we're the go-to person for everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're like the middleman.
We are. We are. So it's so dependent.
With everyone. So when someone, we're going to be like the game of
punching
telephone.
bag almost.
Yeah, we're a punching bag. Yeah.
and there's been some times where like, I have to talk with my clients sometimes, not often, but there's once in a while. And I love all my clients. It's just like, listen, like I'm not a punching bag.
Right.
You wouldn't like it. It's like, let me break this all down for you and explain it, because I know you don't buy or sell every day.
Exactly.
But I do. And you hired me. Let's look back to why you hired us.
Yeah.
Right? You hired us because of this. This is what we did. This is what's going on. So I guess if a new agent is watching this, I think they're going to get a reality check, and maybe that was your big reality check.
I guess,
Maybe that was your big punch, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
You live and learn from this business. You really do. Yep. So, if you don't take that as a learning experience, you're never going to grow,
Hell yeah.
If you're just going to be defensive and arrogant, you're never gonna grow as an agent. No. You're never gonna gain someone else's trust. So I took that and made sure that I stepped up my game, made sure I was, because traffic was insane. That was when everyone was back on the road. I made sure I was like, I'm leaving a half hour early.
Yep.
No more, I'm gonna be there exactly on time or a minute behind or whatever it is. Or made sure I over communicated. Even if I had to repeat myself 3 times, it is what it is. If I had to send in a text, email, call, whatever, I did it all. I did it how I could, So that's what I've been trying to stay on top of.
Where's Cara see herself? Like, where do you see things going for you in your real estate career? Like, I know you're talking about buying properties, flipping properties, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you see?
Yeah. I definitely obviously see, maybe not in this market. I don't think this is like the best investment market. But definitely buy some distressed properties and flip them and buy some multis and things like that. I really want to, have that as my retirement plan, I guess you can say.
100%,
yeah. I think real estate is is the way to go. I would. It sounds crazy, but maybe, and this is not anytime soon, but get into appraisals.
Wow, yeah, I could see you doing
as
that.
a little side gig. So I guess that's kind of my goals as of right now. That's what I'm looking to.
What market segment do you like to work with what's your favorite? Is it first-time buyers? Is it luxury? Is it veterans? Is it investors? Is it what?
I'd say I have a grasp on first-time buyers, especially like the Rhode Island housing. I've learned a lot working with the lenders and do my own research and things like that. I feel like I've got a good grasp on that.
You do?
Yeah. So I think buyers is like my thing right now. I would love to get into helping more first-time sellers.
You have listings. You've had listings.
Yeah, and
you did a great job with them too. So.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, I have a mix, but I would say buyers is what I do most.
Yeah, that's what you specialize.
Yeah, and investors. You know. So I would love to do more. And I think obviously working with the buyers that I have now, they're going to become first-time sellers.
That's what happened to my career.
Yeah.
And then just explodes. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I would love to start understanding that side of it, you know, because it's a new experience. I like to be able to answer their questions, be resourceful. And as the buying process, now it's going to turn into a selling/buying process again, you know, so it's going to be new for them. And I'd love to be able to educate and walk them through it, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't realize too is that when they're jumping into real estate, they're becoming self-employed. So while you are an advisor with Engel & Volkers and a member of the DiSpirito team, and you're extremely successful and busy, like, was that kind of going from a 9-to-5 type of job, jumping in, was that kind of scary at first?
It is very scary.
Yeah. But you did it.
I did it. And I felt like that was the only way it was going to happen.
Agreed, yeah.
Because we're just going to say, I want to do this, I want to do that. And if you don't just dive in, you're just going to be sitting there wondering, what if? You know, and I think with real estate, I don't understand how people can do it part-time. Not in this market. I don't understand. I know a lot of part-time realtors. Yeah. I have a neighbor who's a part-time realtor. And
it's difficult.
I don't know how they can do it. I really don't.
Because they end up working 40, 50 hours after.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, what are they doing when people are calling them during the day when they're at their other job?
Right.
Think about how stressful that is.
Yeah.
On them.
Right. I know. I try to at least get back to my clients within like a half hour. You figure if I'm on an appointment for an hour, half hour to an hour, I'm going to get back to them right away. I can't imagine it going, 6-7 hours without answering, or just feeling that pressure, for me, like, oh my God, I got to answer 5 people now. I don't have time, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. So when I just dove in, and I think having, someone to depend on, it wasn't as bad. Yeah. If I was still a single mom, I wouldn't have been able to do it. You know what I mean? I would have had to been that part-time realtor because I would have needed an income.
It is tough.
It is tough.
I look at it like, so when you're starting in real estate, right? When you jump in, the hungrier you are, the more you're gonna produce.
Yep.
Right? Like that's how I feel. So I think it's great if you have someone like you had Joel.
Yes.
Right? Who's been a fantastic support for you. And you've
been
a fantastic support for him while he's opening his business. That's teamwork.
Exactly.
That's what's up. So knowing that about you guys right off the rip, when Joel was like, hey, you gotta talk with my fiance, she's great. I was like, all right, cool. And I kind of knew a little bit of background of your story. I was like, all right, I think she's gonna be a good team player, right?
Yeah.
And that's everything. But man, I hear you. I always have people ask, they say, Emilio, like, what can I do to be successful as a part-time agent? I said, quit your job, go hungry, okay, because you are going to perform. Yeah. You are.
I mean, just look at Mike, for instance. Not that he was a part-time realtor. Yes, Mike Tellier. He was just, working for the church and, doing music and stuff like that.
6 kids.
Yeah, and he was doing well. But now he is like...
blowing up.
Oh my God.
Blowing up.
It's amazing. And he has more time. You see him on Facebook. He has more time with his family. He has...
integrates his family into real estate. But they're going to get more and more into real estate. So they're heavily involved with mastering martial arts, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And his family is so tight and so close. I love it.
I know.
And they've got a fantastic Instagram page, what is it? Rhodey Real Estate Travels. I forget what it is.
Oh,
but it's,
really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
them.
gotta get back
They're
on Instagram.
amazing. But I agree with you. Like, so you
Once
and
he
Mike
let
did the
go
same
of that,
thing.
yeah.
Boom, all in, and yeah. Even though he was never really a part.
No, that's what I mean. He wasn't
no.
part time, but he still had another gig going on.
He still had the other gig.
Yeah, he was doing music and stuff like that. And
now he's been hitting the top of the charts of the team almost every month, which is nuts. But,
I know.
You know,
he's coming for Jackie.
He's coming for Jackie. Yeah, right. And Jackie has been out, after her baby and still hit top agent with her pendings that were coming in. But you've come super, super damn close to that. And you're dealing with veterans that have been doing this for, 5-6 years, which is pretty intense. So, I know
I see those numbers and I'm like,
next year at this time, it's going to be a different conversation, which is fantastic. So, I mean, your career is blowing up too, right before our eyes. And it's been really rewarding being in business with you. And I wanted to invite you here today so people could learn more about who Cara is and what you bring to the table. When you want to learn more about Cara Champigny, you can simply go to eastgreenwich.evrealestate.com, go to advisors, and click on Cara to learn everything you need to know. Contact her directly through there. She's happy to help you buy or sell real estate here in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
All three. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. Thanks again, Cara.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys. Take care.